Hey, what's going on, guys? So, corn, 10 for $2. We're gonna make something with corn today. I'll be back. Hey guys, so couldn't pass up the deal on the corn. So today, for the first time, I'm going to be making corn riblets. This is a vegetarian, awesome barbecue type item. You know, a lot of people out there just don't like the meat. Even if you love the meat like I do, ha ha ha, the barbecue meat, people, come on, come on. Anyway, if you do like your ribs and your hot dogs and burgers and brisket and all that delicious stuff, this still makes an amazing side dish. Now, I will say I'm going to treat this like meat, and then I'm going to use a barbecue rub and barbecue sauce. However, most recipes you'll find online do a street corn version. They use the cotija cheese and butter and maybe some cilantro, like, you know, that style. If you're having regular barbecue with barbecue sauce, like I said, ribs, steaks, whatever, you would want to do that version. You wouldn't want like barbecue corn riblets with your barbecue stuff. Does that make sense? But today, no meat, so the corn is going to be treated like barbecue. Alright, so now that we have our corn here, the next step is going to be cooking this corn, just boiling it in water for maybe, I don't know, 5-10 minutes max. What we want to do is basically just soften it, alright? We also want to ensure that when we put it in the air fryer that it's actually cooked all the way. So I think this is a necessary step. I see some people, you make this recipe and they don't pre-cook it. I think it's going to make it easier. All right, so we're going to cook these, then I'll come back, chop them up, season them, air fry them. Delicious. All right, so the corn is cooked and hot. And what we're going to do now, carefully, because it's still hot, is cut off both ends. All right, I know we're wasting a little bit of corn here. But then we're going to put it up on its ends. Right, easiest way to cut it, put your hand on the back of the blade. You don't want to cut yourself at this point. Alright, and then cut all the way through. Alright, it's a lot easier when the corn's soft. Alright, now we're going to quarter this. So cut these in half. Okay. And those are your riblets. So the inside of the cob is what's keeping all the corn together. So I'm going to process the rest of the corn. This is how much I'm making, just because each ear is going to be 4 pieces. It's just me and Christina, so we don't need, you know, a million of these things. But yeah, I'll come back to you. This will be in a bowl, and then we're going to hit it with a little bit of oil just to kind of coat it, dust it, you know, put some sauce on there, and then throw them in the air fryer. So I'll be right back. So instead of a bowl, I decided to use a sheet pan. It's going to make it a lot easier. Also, I'm going to do this in batches. The air fryer that I have will probably only fit maybe a third to a half of this at a time. And instead of oil, I decided butter, because it is corn. So this should be even better than the oil. But this again is just to make sure our seasoning is going to stick to it. Alright, so dry rub. In this case I'm trying something new. This is a Sweet and Smoky from Grill Mates. I finally ran out of my favorite dry rub stuff. Give this a good little sprinkle. We're going to go ahead and put barbecue sauce as well, so you don't have to go too crazy with the dry rub, but you do want to taste it. I think that's fine. Then we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of our barbecue. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll throw some barbecue sauce on now. I was thinking, should I cook this for a little bit beforehand? Because this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm going off a medley of different recipes. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on now. Alright. And this is just, I'm going to go really thin though with this. Sweet Baby Ray's regular honey barbecue. Actually, my wife loves the Hawaiian, but my grocery store does not have it anymore. I didn't even see a facing for it. So these are going to be completely coated in the barbecue sauce. And we're going to throw it in the air fryer. It's going to be 400 for about 12 minutes. And we're going to look at them and see what we got going on. So, a couple notes. First off, the first batch came out good. The second batch, 400 for 12 minutes, because the air fryer is already warmed up, they did come out a little bit more charred and stuff, which I prefer. So you might want to just go ahead and heat it up for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes before you even start, if you do like it more charred. So they came out really good. I mean, they look like they do on the, you know, online, on the TikTok videos and everything else. They kind of curl up like that. They smell good. I'm going to try one without the aioli, then I'm going to try one with it a little bit. So a couple things. While I was waiting for these to cook, I did look it up. The corn cob, the center part, you don't eat. It's not digestible. So like I've eaten plenty of things in my life that wasn't digestible, such as like peanut shells or sunflower seed shells. I mean, just one of those things. But you do want to eat this off the cob. You don't want to eat the cob. Even though I've seen people do it, I'd probably sway against that. The other thing too is like, you know, not to be gross or anything, but you eat corn, you kind of see it when it passes through. The inside of the corn kernels are completely digestible. It's just the shell. So when you get rid of it, you're seeing just the shells. Because I know people say, well, you're not digesting corn anyway. But yeah, so the corn itself, let's give it a go. All right, riblets, these are still nice and warm. Cheers. That's very good. I think it needs more barbecue sauce. It has the char, it has a grilled type flavor to it, but it's falling just a little bit flat. I would like to rebaste these afterwards with the barbecue sauce. Let me try a little with the aioli here. Now, by the way, some of these, the barbecue sauce, you know, there's more sauce on some pieces than others, so that could just be what happened. I bit a drier bite, but let me try with a little aioli, just to see how that sparks things up. Wow. All right, well, I happen to just love garlic, and that's really, really good stuff. So, yeah, thumbs up. I dig it. You can flavor these any way you want, but it's kind of a cool concept for like a side dish or a main meal. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.